wicked. Jungle is massive. Wicked, wicked. Wicked, wicked. Jungle is massive. Wicked. Yo, 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 yo. Tell them how we got this skill.
Oh my God! Which one of you lot saw that coming? 3-0 I called before the game, actually. But yeah, 3-1. What a performance! It really, really was. I kind of got more confident as the day ran on. You know, I really did. I don't know why. Because there's nothing suggested that we should be confident going into this game. Nothing whatsoever. But it was just absolutely beautiful. I mean, the starting lineup was, you know, different. It was different. You know, I really, really like the fact that we played Dinos and Aguero at the back. That was good. It worked. Great to have Emerson back. Soufal put in a shift. Good to see Fabianski with the armband as well. You know, he really did sort of command the area. And how settled did we look at the back there? But then in front of that, you know, Alvarez and Souček, two players that have been struggling. They were good. You know, Paqueta, Kudus, Bowen, they were all brilliant. Benny as well. Not so much going forward. Not so much going forward with Benny, but he did not put in a lot of work. He put in a lot of work off the ball. Every single player today, you'll struggle to get less than an 8 out of 10. The only irritation was listening to that wanker on the fucking commentary, Alan Smith. I mean, could he be any more biased? He was getting right on my tits. The first half was a bit of a strange one, I've got to be honest. Again, it was, what was the stat at half time? I mean, I don't go on XG anyway, but we had 0 shots on goal, 0 shots, and we managed to score. And it was so you had 0 XG. It was mad. And also as well, to sort of add insult to injury to Arsenal fans, the goal was a bit contentious because Souček had hold of Ramsdale as well, so it made it that little bit sweeter. I tweeted at half time that you couldn't get a more moist performance in the first half. But I'll take it. I would say in that game against Arsenal, all I wanted to do was beat them. Second half, I was a bit nervous because, as we know, we do always come out a little bit slow, don't we? Typically, we do. We come out slow. Not this time. It was like the game plan was to kind of sit and be solid and compact in the first half, and the second half we came out and we attacked. We were pressing. How much better did we look? We were pressing all over the pitch. It was fantastic. Seriously, I'm struggling. I'm struggling for. I mean, I thought we could get a win, but I never dreamed that we could put in a performance like that. As especially in the second half, it was fantastic. You know, players that sort of didn't do themselves any justice in the last game, the likes of Paqueta and Alvarez, who we know are banned against Brentford, they were phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. They were brilliant. And when Arsenal did eventually introduce their substitutions, you know, it didn't really matter, did it? You know, Rice came on, didn't impact the game. I thought there was a good balance. I'm going to be honest, because I said before the game I had a bit of a change of heart. You know, I'm very, very sort of cynical about Rice. But I sort of said it might make us look a little bit petty if we booed them. The same as it might look a little bit weak if we hero worshipped him. I think we got the balance right. I think the majority of the crowd applauded him when he came on. But there was a little bit of intensity there, and you could feel it in the atmosphere. It felt like a proper London derby. The fans really played their part tonight. They were phenomenal. But let's talk about the second goal that really, really kind of set us on our way. I mean, the first goal was a bit of a freak from a corner, but the second goal, Aguero charging up the field, beautiful crossfield pass, and that touch from Mohamed Kudus. Oh my God. It was ridiculous. Alan Smith tried to say it was lucky. I don't know if you heard. He tried to say it was a lucky touch. No, it fucking weren't. It was beautiful. Straight back inside. What a player. Just buries it. And then obviously Bowen finishes it off. Lovely goal from him. It was really, really really good finish. It was slightly deflected, but you know, if you don't buy the ticket, you can't win the raffle. We was having a pop tonight. We really was. Arsenal could not get into their rhythm at all, and I know they scored in the end, but I didn't at any stage in that second half feel nervous. It's the first time this season I felt like that. And yes, I know. Look, it was a weakened Arsenal team. It was, but when they made their changes, it didn't really make any difference. It wasn't weak. There were still fucking good players on the pitch. And this just goes to prove that these players, you take the shackles off, you let them play, you press, you attack. That's what we can do. That is what we can do. Honestly.
It's
okay,
me.
Drop 1 minute. I've got to put my headphones on then.
All right.
Hello?
Hello. That was fucking beautiful, wasn't it?
Oh, it was phenomenal. Honestly, how good was that?
I'll tell you, I asked you if you want to go live after, and you just blanked me and fucking got on with making a thumbnail. Oh well. Anyway,
yeah. Sorry, I didn't see the messages. WhatsApp's gone mad.
I chose not to go. I gave me tickets to John, and
Yeah, you should not go more often.
I'm not going to go more often because whenever I go and watch West Ham Arsenal, we lose. Right? That was just magnificent. Exactly what you just said. You'd let the shackles off of our front three. We have got a magnificent front three there. That is what I call. You know, we early in the season we were saying we've got the slowest counter attack in the world, right?
Yep.
Well, look at that. Look at that counter attack. That is full of pace, full of creativity.
We were physical. We were physical in midfield. I mean, look. I'm not digging out James Ward-Prowse, but he's been poor for 3 games. I did say he's a little bit weak in the middle. He is. Yeah. To put, Souček was great today. To put Souček, Alvarez, and Paqueta, 3 fighters, they were fighting in there today, and they're athletic. They can move the ball. Paqueta looked quick today. He was pouncing on second balls. He was fucking brilliant.
Back to his best.
Back to his best. And I just think we look better all over the pitch. I think we literally what we saw there. The only thing that was contentious was Fabianski and Areola. But look, either keeper you played, they're both great keepers. But I think every other position, including Benny. Because Benny is on those players' wavelengths. Even if he ain't really overly performing or getting forward or creating, he can do the interplay. And his off the ball work was phenomenal tonight, Benny. He was unselfish. He was tracking back. He did really, really well. I did fancy the win. I did not see that performance coming though. Fair play.
I didn't fancy the win at all. I thought it would be a defensive performance, and the way we come out the blocks there in the second half. The way we come out the blocks in the second half
that was the most important, yeah.
God, we went for him from the off, didn't we? Bowen was straight up the pitch.
Yeah, but how enjoyable was it? I mean, like I say,
I enjoyed the first half, even though we had no shots and it was relatively defensive. I enjoyed the first half because every time we broke, I could see that those 3 were causing chaos in the Arsenal backline. Right?
We've got no excuse to not play that way in the Premier League.
No, we haven't. No, not at all. Not at all. That is the way to open up the opposition, is to play with creativity and flair and pace.
And even in the first half, right, we didn't have a lot of the ball. We had hardly any of the fucking ball. But we were pressing them and we weren't making it easy. They had no options whatsoever. The minute they got in, it was a bit of a low to mid block. So it wasn't too low. But to have how much more resilient did we look with Dinos and Aguero at the back? How much better did Aguero look?
Honestly, yeah, exactly. I was just going to say that, right? Aguerd looked twice the player.
Yeah.
Mavropanos just wasn't bothered. He was playing in his natural position with a competent centre-half next to him, a good centre-half next to him. Literally the only weakness in the 11, and he got better as the game went on, was Soufal. You remember he let Havertz in, round the back of him early on? I think,
yeah.
Right. But that's literally the only mistake, I think, right? Alan Smith, he didn't get much right. In fact, he got a lot wrong, Tosser.
Yeah.
But what he said at the end was every player is an 8 out of 10 for West Ham tonight, and I think that's absolutely right.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, fair enough. Well, no. But you know why he said that? I bet you he followed that up with, but Arsenal were under par.
But he followed it up with, but they had a good helping hand with the own goal early on, and they needed that.
Yeah. Now look. At the end of the day, we were an 8 out of 10, and that's how you've got to. That's how you've got to be. We got a little bit of luck. And we built on it. I mean, not at any point in that second half did we sit back.
No, but
we didn't sit back.
It was luck, but you could tell we had them under the cosh a little bit, and they were nervous at the back. So that's what happens, isn't it? That's what happens when they've got players to worry about.
We should have crafted the best chance of the game, not the best of the first half, and that was when Paqueta unusually overhit that through ball through to Bowen early on. Bowen was through. And normally you'd bank on Paqueta to sort of hit the money on that one.
It was a beautiful move from Kudus, just without thinking, found Paqueta.
What a player,
found Kudus quite a few. Oh, he's fantastic. I mean, if he ever gets dropped now, I mean, you know what I mean? How many goals has he fucking scored? That's his 4th goal, isn't it?
but
a
the
handful of games.
thing is, what I like about him, yeah, he's little, but he's aggressive and strong.
He
He's
is,
fucking
he is.
brilliant. He
He is.
snaps into tackles. He likes pressing. He presses the ball. I think with him, he is like another version of Bowen.
Yeah. And also, what do you think about that tosser Alvarez tonight?
He was amazing. Yeah,
He
he's
was-
rubbish. Tim
He's
got
crapping it. He got
down
mugged
on
off
him.
there, didn't he? He got mugged off. That Tim, fucking hell, what a player! And I'll tell you what, in the first half on Saturday when he was,
but we all do make mistakes. Listen, Souček played well tonight as well.
He did.
He did play well.
Yeah, but you wouldn't take it to that extent where you say Tim's been mugged off. Perhaps we should start questioning Tim now. Yeah, that's a bit extreme, isn't it? Right, let's go deep end. After he's had one or two bad games. But did you notice the amount of times Alvarez was finding Kudus?
Huh?
The amount of times Alvarez was finding Kudus.
Oh, Alvarez he's passing and his decision making today was good as well. He was like I say, I don't think one of my favourite performances, and he ain't going to be a standout player, and it probably is. Probably is going to be Benny tonight. I just really enjoyed him being a team player. He was focused. He was switched on. He was covering well every single play. Oh yeah. Sam's put that out. I'm going to have to speak to Nicky. I haven't got it. Obviously, I haven't got one. I've got to wear a Moyes Aya top for a week. That was a forfeit. That was a forfeit. So I'll wait for that to come, and then I will wear
deal,
it.
Isn't it?
It's a fair deal. I'll take it.
Beating Arsenal all day long.
I'll take it. Take it all day long. I'll take it all day long. And I'll tell you what, I won't burn it afterwards either after that, because that was fucking beautiful. I can't stand Arsenal. If there was one game I really wanted to win, and do you know something? They can't even say you played our B team, because when they brought the big guns on, they didn't look any better.
No, they didn't.
They didn't look any better. They didn't, you know?
No, they didn't. And it was quite good. I think you're right about Rice as well. It was a right mix tonight. It was
we got the balance.
It was gentle booing,
Right.
when he was on the ball. It wasn't the whole stadium. It was a handful of people, and he got a good clap when he come on. What more do you want, right? It's football. It's it's tribal. You know, you ain't going to go to another club and not get any booing whatsoever.
Do you know how I saw the message? I saw the message really as a collective was, well done, Rice. You done well for us. You know, we do love you, but you're a gooner now. Fuck off.
Yeah. I'll tell you what as well.
A little bit. It was a little bit like that.
One of your statements from earlier in the season may well start coming true now, and that is Arsenal are the new Tottenham for us.
Yeah. No. Well, I said this, you know, and that's probably the only reason why. Because look, it did feel a little when he got booed at times, but I sort of grew into it and I got used to it, to be quite honest.
It was light booing. There's nothing wrong with
that. But the thing is, what you got to do, you want to be hostile. And what I loved early on, do you know when they was dicking around trying to play it from the back, right?
Yeah.
And then basically Ramsdale kept on getting confused, and then you had that woo whenever Ramsdale was on the ball. So the fans
crowd
were
brilliant tonight.
They were really playing their part. It was buoyant in there. I've got to be honest. That is basically why I've been miserable all year.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we can put in a performance like that. That is why I've been miserable. Because we've got the ability to play different. That is it.
We've got those players. We've got the players to do it.
That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. If David Moyes does it, fine. I haven't got a fucking problem. I want to enjoy watching a football match. Ben, this is the first game this season Ben has watched through to the end, and he's absolutely buzzing. He's watching all the replays down there.
It also shows you, right? You do not, whether it's Ward-Prowse who sits out or Souček sits out, you do not need a third central defensive midfielder, right?
No, that's it.
It ruins everything.
No, God, no.
No. And also Bowen playing up top works.
It does when it does with the way that we did it, because if you've got Bowen, Kudus, and Paqueta, they can't really track it. They don't really know what's going on. It's interchangeable, so it does work. Like I say, I'll be keen to see how it works against a big defence, a big strong defence. You know,
I was supremely happy when because I thought, I had a bit of a go at Paqueta the other night because he was starting to piss me off. That was Paqueta back to his best. He was magnificent tonight, and I didn't even deny him the piss take at the end. That was brilliant.
What by the
where he flicked it over his head. Do you
know he is exactly that type of player that the opposition detest.
And you remember
they all hate him.
You remember earlier in this. Sorry, we're not going through the comments, by the way. We're just having a chat.
We will do in a minute. We'll
go through some in a minute.
But no. What we'll do is we'll start again. So because there's loads, so we won't go back through them all. But carry on going.
Yeah.
Chatting amongst yourselves.
But yeah, Everything he did today turns to gold. He is a
That's a
top
good one
quality
from a man.
player.
That. Tricky flicky at the end.
Yeah.
Yes,
Brilliant.
yes.
Absolutely brilliant.
That's tricky flicky.
And I think if you look, let's look at very few mistakes in that game, right? The one I mentioned from Soufal, the one from Kudus early on where he gave him a shot on goal.
Soufal was good tonight.
He was. He
was
after the early bits, right? He should never let Havertz be on him. So it was one mistake. I forgive him because he didn't make any more mistakes, right? Kudus made one mistake where he passed and there was a shot on goal early on, but I was happy with that little movement where he headed it to Alvarez. Alvarez passed it back to him, and then he tried to find Mavropanos, I think, and passed it to the Arsenal player. Right? But he'll learn from that. Going forward, I mean, the guy don't stop running. We just had so many so many outlets today. People that can carry the ball as well. You can give it to feet, and they'll hold the ball, they'll turn, they'll carry it, and they'll pick a pass. I thought it was that is the perfect balance. So whoever's built that team, and I suspect Tim's had a big part of that, Mavropanos and Kudus, that is your pair. That's your pair. You know, but to have that, we've got a football team now. If you look at that from the back, so especially when Aguer's in there now, because Aguer will get us on the front foot even quicker. So you think you've got Emerson on the left, amazing fucking fullback now, amazing fullback. Love him.
You've got Aguer and Mavropanos, who look like they're both fast, they're both big, they're both progressive, they can carry the ball, they can both pass. You know, they're fucking brilliant, and the whole way through the team.
I reckon Moyes had an aneurysm when Mavropanos ran down the wing early on, don't you think?
Yeah, and you know something? In that team, where you've got that much craft and that much ability around it, Suchik will do well in that team because he can just do the blocking. And he'll look good there. He can be a part of that team, that's fine.
Surrounded by football players.
Yeah, but he had what that does is that when you play a midfield two like we did, you do need that athleticism. You couldn't have had James Ward-Prowse in there instead of Suchik tonight.
No, you couldn't. You couldn't.
You could not have had that.
I think he stumbled because he doesn't want to drop Suchik, and on that performance, he shouldn't drop Suchik.
Not in that system. I don't care. It's fine.
He should drop James Ward-Prowse because, like you said the other night, we get nothing out of his set pieces, and that's literally the only reason he's in the team. Bowen takes a great set piece. There's no need to have Ward-Prowse just for that, you know. Yeah. I'll be really annoyed if he reverts to type on Saturday. Zuma needs a rest. Antonio needs a rest. That showed tonight that Zuma is really the problem.
Yeah, Zuma is a problem, and look, he's been broken for us. He is broken. His knees are gone. His knees have long since departed. But it ain't the end of the world. He's a great backup player to have. He's a great backup player.
Yeah, of course he is.
And you know what I mean? That's brilliant. We've got a young centre back pairing for the next God knows how many years. It's fantastic. I'm happy now, incredibly happy. And you know what? Everyone in the chat, all of you lot as well, all of us moaning bastards that have been moaning about style, all of us together, all we wanted to see was that. That was it.
Yeah, it wasn't, you know, I'll go as far as to say it wasn't even the win. It was the way we played.
Performance.
The way we played was amazing.
Gary,
that is what we've been asking for.
If they'd have come back and won that 4-3, I wouldn't have been fuming.
No, me neither, because it was, unless Moyes had just made a load of defensive changes.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, though? I wouldn't. I enjoyed that game.
Yeah. But the way we played, and we never stopped going for them. We went for a fourth after we went 3-0 up, right? That is not the way you kill teams off. We killed Arsenal off tonight. No, nowhere to go. Little consolation at the end, take back to North London. Good luck to you. Half of their fans are pissed off home before then. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Is there a fire alarm?
There was a fire drill.
Fire drill. Yeah.
But it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing.
I am so happy after all the shit we've taken from those clowns, right? They really have kind of encroached on our territory in terms of trying to, how can I say, traditionally, you said it the other night, traditionally, Tottenham and West Ham are football playing teams. Traditionally, Arsenal are not a football playing team.
No, boring fucking team. Arsenal.
Boring fucking Arsenal. Now they started playing football under Wenger, right? And now they're going max tippy tappy, right? Under Arteta. You know, it don't belong to them. They've tried to invent an atmosphere. They've got this new song that they play before the game, haven't they? They've tried to create a song to go. They're trying to kind of encroach on our territory. They don't belong in that territory. They belong, you know, the Emirates should be stone cold silent, playing boring football with no atmosphere whatsoever, right?
Yep.
But they've got this fake fucking thing they've invented, the ultras, the song. Yeah, get back in your box, Arsenal.
Look, I've got to be honest, right? That we've seen Man City at home this year. They're no
Yeah.
fucking Man City, are they?
Nah, no. No.
They're,
The thing is,
they're no Man City. I am sorry.
no, they're not. And look, they're going to have a little run in the Champions League, but they always do. They'll
Yeah.
get to the quarters or the semis, they'll get knocked out, right?
Yeah.
When shit gets real. You saw Man City really raise their game to an elite level in the quarters and the semis of the Champions League last year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, no
Yeah.
one could live with them. No one on this planet could live with them.
No.
That Arsenal are incapable of doing that, I'm afraid. You know,
Nope.
they were flawless. You know, City, I think will come good, but let's not talk about City and Arsenal. Fuck
No.
Arsenal.
How do
This is
you
payback.
think Deck felt coming up against that? It must have felt odd for him.
Yeah, it must have felt odd. He didn't play particularly well, did he?
No.
I mean, he was inside himself, but he was surrounded by, I suppose, an unfamiliar team, an unfamiliar midfield, until the others joined him later on. But I think when you're 3-0 down, it's kind of game over, isn't it? Really, most of the time, unless you get lucky.
I think I said it to you, didn't I? I tweeted
Yeah.
it. I said the Arteta, the arrogant fuck,
Yeah,
has literally gone, I don't need to make changes at half time to beat Arsenal. I don't
Yeah.
need to beat West Ham. I don't need to do that. I'm going to stick with my original fucking B team. That will be enough to beat West Ham. Well, it weren't fucking enough, was it, mate?
no.
it
Is that what he
weren't.
said? Did he actually say that?
No, but that's what he did by not
Yeah.
making any changes. Because although they had a lot of the ball, Gary, in that first
Yeah.
half, what was they crafting?
Nothing.
Hey,
Absolutely nothing.
Drano.
Drano, member for a month. Congratulations.
Beautiful.
You now get
Almost a gold badge owner. Almost.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do really quickly, and we will zip through them because I think it needs to be done. So very quickly, let's do the player ratings.
Yeah, let's do it. This is going to be an
Okay.
easy one. No donkeys tonight.
No,
you got to take the donkey off Moyes tonight as well.
No, tonight I will temporarily.
Yeah,
if
temporarily.
he reverts back and we don't see this football on the fucking weekend, it's going back on.
Listen, this is all we've been asking for. Use our fucking resources, right? Use our
Yeah.
resources. It drives me mad that most of those resources have been tied up on the bench, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I am keen to see what he's going to do in the Premier League.
And I'll tell you what, in the cup, that team could beat anyone on their day.
That was impressive, Gary.
City
That
are
was a
out
good
now.
performance.
City are out now. We could beat anyone on our day with that team.
Yeah.
Antonio needs to be a bench player now as well, right? He needs
Right.
to.
I'll tell you what, Gary. You put the comments up for the things, and
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll whiz through them. I'll go Fabianski. I thought he commanded his. It was a brilliant performance from Fabs.
Yeah.
Commanded his box really, really well. No problems at all. And it weren't just the fact that he was quiet. He helped. I think the defence. It was just
Yeah.
a brilliant backline today. It was fantastic. Great captain's performance. I'm going to give him an 8. He was superb. Didn't have too much to do, but what
Yeah.
he did do, I thought he was immense. Right, Gary Sufal.
Soufal, one early mistake. Other than that, flawless. You know, great performance, best performance in quite a long time. I think it helped the players around him. Don't forget, he plays next to Zuma, right?
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing now that Zuma is at fault probably for making Aguerd a little bit nervous because Aguerd's thinking he's got to cover him for pace all the time.
Yeah.
So give him an 8. Easy.
Yeah, no, I think it was a really good performance from him. That's his best performance of the year. And I do think, do you know what? I think Kudus helped him loads.
He did. He
was still
really
tracking back.
he got through tons of work, didn't he?
He's my new favourite player.
Yeah.
He's my new favourite player, honestly.
Oh, I love Kudus. From the minute I saw him step on the pitch, the very
Hang on,
first time.
I've got to change this. Zuma won
Thank
on the
you,
pitch.
Drano Lammers.
What's that? Oh, thank you, Drano. Let me just put. I'll tell you what, Gary. Do Aguerd. I'm going to put Mavropanos on.
Well, Aguerd, I think I owe him one because I've been slagging him off
He was
for
just
the
tremendous.
last several weeks, and
Assist
it
as
looks
well.
like maybe it weren't him, maybe it was
No.
Zuma. I'm going to give him a 9.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Was it him who played the ball up to Kudus?
Yes.
What
yeah.
a ball! And honestly, how fucking Alan Smith could suggest, even hint, that there was any luck in the way he brought that ball down. He literally brought it down deliberately. He knew what he was doing. He played it out to the left. There was, with the outside of his foot and straight onto his left foot. Bang, his comfortable left foot. He teed it up for himself. Did everything right.
Mavropanos. I'll do Mavropanos next. Absolutely wonderful. That felt like his debut today. I know it weren't, but that felt like the debut of our new centre back partnership today. And you know what? 9. I'm going to give him a 9 as well. They were tremendous. I don't think for all the ball that Arsenal had, they didn't get a sniff. And he is a fucking monster.
He's enormous. Isn't he?
He's a monster.
He's enormous.
Did you see in the first half when he just carried on going with the ball?
Yeah. When he went down to the line and crossed it, didn't he?
He just carried on.
That's what I said. I reckon Moyes had an aneurysm when he saw his centre half doing that.
Yeah,
brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But the thing is, he's got the pace to do it, and the team fell in behind him and covered the space, right? So that's not what was happening on Saturday, for instance, when Soufal got forward. He left the gap, and no one was coming across to cover him because Zuma can't get there because he won't get back again, right?
No. Yeah. Right, Gary, Emerson, go.
Emerson, it was a delight to see him back in the team tonight, and the way he got forward and the aggression and the accuracy in what he does. Love watching him play. Really important team member, 9
again. He's amazing. Do you know, I loved his snapping tackles today as well.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
He's vicious, properly aggressive. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
We made Arsenal look like pussies, right? We bit into them all over the pitch, and they did not like it one little bit. You remember last few seasons, Arsenal have bullied us, right?
We bullied them everywhere. You didn't hear a fucking peep out of their fans. You didn't hear a peep out of their team either.
Well, back to normal for their fans, haven't it? They never used to sing.
Where was the Ashburton Army? Where was the Ashburton Army?
Ashburton Ultras. Maybe nobody turned up in black, because unless you turn up in black, you can't participate, can you?
No, right. Alvarez, the complete waste of money. He's been found out he's shit. He's
rubbish.
He's absolutely shit. What a player! He was brilliant. He was aggressive all over the pitch. Yeah. He was fantastic. He's getting a 9 from me. Definitely getting a 9. Souček was equally impressive, I think, but not on the ball, but off it, he was amazing.
Well, listen, when he's playing to his strengths, he's a great player.
Yeah.
But not when he's asked to do stuff like play with a ball at his feet. No. Playing to his strengths today, so he looked very good.
You still on the Alvarez scores?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Emerson scores.
Sorry, I'm talking. Is it me? Is it Souček?
You're clicking the same. Look, I'll do him. Look, Alvarez. Hang on, go on.
Yeah, the 9 all the way through. Souček. Well, I mean, I've got to be honest. I'm gonna, for that performance, playing to his strength, I'm gonna give him a 9 as well. Why shouldn't I?
Well, I won't give him the same as Thingy Bob, but yeah, that's fine. It's your score.
I'm gonna do it.
That's fine. That's up to you.
Again, it's payback for him. Really, we're giving him a lot of grief over recent weeks.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Paqueta is going to be one of those players. He was epic today. He was all over the pitch, shying for the ball. He did overhit that one through ball, and the one through ball. Yeah. But he's everything else that he did. He would have got a 9, but for the piss taking rainbow flick at the end, it gets a 10. He gets a 10. Yeah, I'm sorry, I love him. He's another one. Yeah. He's shit. Makes people sick when people talk about how good he is. He's overrated. Yeah. Right, Benny, Gary.
What did you give him, a 10? Yeah,
I gave Paqueta a 10. I thought he was amazing today. Like similar to Souček, his work off the ball was really good.
You can do what you do Sunday and review the player that is my player.
Yeah. Sorry,
no, I agree with what you said earlier. I think he's put in one hell of a shift today, Benny, as a team player. Brilliant. I can't put him in at the same level as the others, right? But I don't know. Or should I?
I think that whole.
He played an important part, right? He played an important part, so I'm going to give him a 9 because I'd love to see those players play again. That was so. There was so much movement. There was so much movement with with those front players. Yeah. I loved it.
What's this? Nick's either on suicide. What's May said? Nick's either on suicide watch or like a kid on Christmas. Mate, look, Mace. I'm sorry. That second half, I know the first half was difficult, and if it had finished the game like that, it would have been hard. But the fact that we came out in the second half and did what we've all been asking for Moyes to do, that was enough for me. Right. Okay.
Paqueta worryingly plays better when we're on top. Yeah. But I think that the whole team were at it, and when you just got one player trying to be creative and trying to create stuff, it's a bit demoralising, isn't it?
It is. Did you put this one up from Ryan from Fortune's Hiding Down Under?
No, I didn't. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you very much, mate. Very kind of you. Very kind of you.
New Moyes Hire t-shirt.
Mate, I'll need it. I'll need it.
Yeah. Brilliant.
No, do you know what? After beating them, it doesn't bother me. It don't. Shall I put the Declan Rice picture back up for the week as well, just to piss the Arsenal fans?
Yeah. Do it.
Shall I do that?
Listen, I've gone past my dislike for Rice. I don't mind him anymore.
I'm not keeping that on the wall, am I?
He's all right. Listen, we can look forward to the day when he.
What did you give Benny? Sorry.
8. I'll give him an 8.
All right, cool.
I look forward to the day when his agent or his dad or whoever's his agent at the time suddenly says, no, he's not signing a new contract. And then they see that for what it is, they're a stepping stone, just like we were, for a great, great player. And he will go on to be a great player.
He will. Right. Mohamed Kudus, I'm sorry. It's an instant donkey for David Moyes if he ever takes this man out of the team again.
Yeah.
Don't ever take him out of the team again. He's phenomenal. I love him. Every part of his game. He's just got, he oozes quality. I know he made that silly crossfield pass. Like they're going to try things.
One mistake.
But he's a fucking phenomenal player. I'm sorry. That finish and that goal.
What a great finish.
Do you know something? We've had 2 goals like that this year. Bowen had one against Brighton.
Yeah.
That was better. That was better, and that's saying something. That was fucking amazing. I'm gonna give him a 10 because I've given Paqueta a 10. I'm giving him a 10. He got a goal.
He deserves a 10. He was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal performance as far as I'm concerned. Right, Jared Bowen, what a performance.
Just one more word on Kudus. You know that review that I watched before we got him, he said one day he'll be an elite player. I think he was right.
He is an elite player already, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, to be an elite player, you got to do it in the Premier League, right? And I think he will do it in the Premier League.
Yeah, he's amazing. Right,
Bowen, I thought was he works so hard. He works so hard. He was the front man. They were constantly trying to find each other.
Those 3 were brilliant.
Those 3 were fantastic together because the defense didn't know who to pick up, and that's the beauty of having multiple options in attack, right? Especially pacey options. And we have pace. Look at that 4, right? Benrahma, Bowen, Kudus, Paqueta, pace. Yeah. Alvarez, pace. Souček, not so much. Mavropanos, pace. Aguerd, pace. Emerson, pace. Soufal, not so much. That's 8 outfield players with pace.
Yeah, but I just felt like the balance, I will say, in this game, with Paqueta in front, the balance of Alvarez and Souček and Paqueta was fucking beastie.
It really was.
That was a real physical, horrible. But
you've been calling that the Alvarez and Paqueta and one other for ages. But you've been saying Ward-Prowse. I think that's time for a revisit. I think Ward-Prowse deserves a place on the bench after tonight.
Listen. If you're gonna do anything, put him on the left. If you're gonna do anything, if you need to get him in the team, stick him up there. Paqueta's got to be in the middle. It proved it today.
Yes,
proved it today. You giving Bowen a 10?
Bowen 10 without a shadow of a doubt. Brilliant. And I loved when he had blood streaming down his face and he just wiped it away and got on with it. What happened there, by the way?
I'm giving Kehrer an 8 because he don't let being on the bench bother him, and he just smiles. He was smiling when he came on. He's the same player. I love him. He's like
Cornet. Did you see? John sent us this video from WhatsApp the other day. He was driving home, and there's a video of Cornet.
I won't give him an 8. I'll give him a 7. That's unfair.
Cornet driving in front of him in his brand new Lambo.
Yeah.
Fucking great big top of the range Lambo. It's not so bad being on the bench at West Ham, I tell you.
Right. I'm going to take the donkey off the ref.
Take donkey off the ref. I thought he had a magnificent game, Peter Wanks.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't Peter Wanks today. He was a very good referee. I'll leave the 9 on him.
Draw. No VAR today either.
Yes,
good.
And I will take that off. I'll position that over here temporarily. He deserves it for that. I did say I was going to be very grateful if we beat. Now, look, this don't change everything. This can all go fucking bandy again on the weekend. We've got to improve our Premier League form. We've proved what we saw there against one of the best teams in the Premier League, one of the best teams with all their stars on there. Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, fucking Rice. They was all there. We was pressing. We was all over them. We was high energy, and we had more threat than them.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to. It would be childish if the stuff that we're asking for, when he delivers it, we don't applaud it.
No. That was brilliant. Honestly, that was no.
Bang on performance, bang on subs, bang on tactics, fucking selection perfect.
I'm not giving him a 10 because the first half was a bit iffy and we got a little bit of luck in the first half, but a 9 out of 10 for the fact that he's completely and utterly gone against the fucking grain. He's gone against the grain. Mr. Macy's cancelling his subscription. Mate, I can't for that one. I mean, the donkey's temporarily removed. If he fucks up again against Brentford, which I hope he doesn't, I hope that this is the type of result that can swing things around. If he can just use his eyes and just appreciate what he saw. The trouble is, I don't know whether he will really appreciate that. I think he will always prefer a 1-0 shithouse win. But
Yeah.
hopefully he'll see that and think, yes, he'll have some confidence and he'll go for it. Do you know what I mean? Just
I do
start
hope
going for these
so.
games.
I do hope so, because against some of these teams, right, like the Brightons, the Brentfords, the Arsenals, things like that, attack is the best form of defence. You cannot sit back against them and invite them on, because they will pick you apart. Right?
No, absolutely. No. I'm the donkey's gone unsubscribing.
So that's Lee, your son, is unsubscribing. What about Arsenal Football Club? Oh yeah, what did they get out of 10?
Arsenal, that's a good one. Do you
Yeah.
know what? Arteta, that was just shit, because I think the team that he put out, right, I think he completely, do you know what he did? He did against us what Moyes did against Olympiacos.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He completely underestimated us, because look, although mind you, maybe I don't think he underestimated the players. I'm sure he appreciates the players that we've got. But because of what David Moyes has been doing this year, he just thought, you know what, they're toothless. They're not going to do anything. They're going to sit back. That's all they're going to do. They're going to sit back, absorb the pressure. We didn't fucking sit back. You know, that was brilliant. That was
Who was
brilliant.
the captain tonight?
Hang on 1 minute. Nevadius. I don't have the Moyes in t-shirt. It's going to be sent to me.
So get it to him.
Nikki's got to get it to me. So I'll start the week, as horrible as it is, because it might take a week to get here. And if it takes, I couldn't make one up.
Post is notoriously slow in Enfield, isn't it, Nick?
It is incredibly slow. It is. And things get lost.
Yeah.
They do. Especially my mugs.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Does Zuma get back in? If not, who's captain? Who was the captain tonight? I don't know.
Fabs.
Fabs. Oh, there you go. That's good enough.
Yeah, well, he won't be playing on the weekend.
As Kudos adapted to the Premier League yet? I mean, we shall see on what is it? Is it Sunday? Is it Sunday we're playing? Did you take me out? You knocked me off. Yeah,
not intentionally.
So, Kudus, listen, he's clearly quality who can't be dropped. Same as Paqueta is quality that can't be dropped. They are both supremely talented players, as is Bowen. I would say, looking at that team today, which places are up for grabs in that team?
That's it.
Surely Mavropanos starts.
I would play that team plus Areola. Again, that's the team that starts at the weekend. Do you know what? There's a lot to be said for momentum. Winning is a habit. That team are going to be buzzing.
The draw's happening soon. The draw's happening soon. When's the draw happening?
Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you, what was the other results as well? So we've got, Liverpool beat Bournemouth. Chelsea beat Blackburn. Everton beat Burnley. Fucking hell. Fulham beat Ipswich. And Newcastle battered Man United, as we just battered Arsenal.
Yeah.
So that's a decent.
We're going to get either Newcastle, Fulham, Everton, Chelsea, Liverpool, or no, that's it. We can't play West Ham because right. When's the draw? Let's have a look. Live, if the quarter-final draw follows.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to put the live text up. Come on. Is it on somewhere? Let's have a look. It must be. There must be a website. Go on, carry on talking a minute.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to drop off if you want to do the draw, because I can't. I've got to go and sort the dogs out downstairs. I was only going to be jumping.
One sec. Let me find out when what time it's on. Because if you're bloody late, I ain't going to bother. 90 plus 3. So that match is still going at the moment with Man United. What time? 1 minute. Let me just check the time of the draw. Time of cup draw.
It should be just after, shouldn't it? I would have thought.
Draw for the quarterfinals, 10:15 p.m. Oh, all right. Yeah, it's down. It's 7 minutes time.
Yeah.
7 minutes time. Yeah.
No worries. I will leave you to it. Thank you, everyone. Cheers for that. That was brilliant. I was, very, very happy. Happy, Nick. Right,
different class. Yeah.
Different class. See you later.
Right. And then there was one. Right. We're taking it. It's a shift work tonight. So I can go through some comments, which is nice. 7 minutes. 7 minutes to go until that draw starts. Who do you want? Who do you want out of that? That's an interesting set of teams. I mean, we don't want Liverpool, do we? If we play that team, though, I'd say anyone at home. Anyone at home will suit me down to the ground. But I would like to see Chelsea draw Liverpool. See one of them get knocked out. Having said that, I think we can beat Chelsea at the moment. Liverpool, I think in this tournament, up until the final, they do play a weakened side, if I'm not mistaken. Newcastle won't. Newcastle will see their name on this cup. They'll be going for it big time. So I'd like to see them draw a tough-sided one. That's it. Newcastle, Liverpool, I'd like to see. I'd like to see one of them go out. Right, I'm going to get down to the bottom of the comments. Bloody hell. What a night, though. I'm absolutely buzzing. I can't believe it. It's going to be one of them nights where I'm laying there with my eyes open. I ain't going to be able to... I ain't be able to settle. Right, Newcastle draw Liverpool. Yeah, I'll take that. Bring on Chelsea. Yeah, we've done Arsenal. Why not do Chelsea at home? Yeah, that'd be good. No, look, nobody in the tournament. Nobody left in the tournament is City. In fact, we've just beaten the team who are really second best. Spurs are out. You know, they would be the second best, really, at the moment. Pains me to say it, but there you go. Port Vale. Are they in it? Oh, let's get Port Vale. Let me have a look. I'm going to have to, because this is it on the BBC? Let me know. What's, oh no, so it would be on Sky, wouldn't it? It'd be on Sky. Port Vale at home, we'll get the Liverpool away. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the only thing that worries me is we get an away draw against. I wouldn't mind Chelsea away because you know, we get a fair few decent results there, and I think Pochettino, knowing what he did when he was at Spurs, I think he will play a weakened side, won't he? I mean, there's not really a doubt about that. YouTube channel live. What YouTube channel, Mikey? Yeah, if it's on Sky, but my iPad where I can watch Sky is in the other room, down here in the shed. I can go and get it. Oh, good. Hammers Gary got me mug. Need a t-shirt next week. Yeah. I'll tell you what, if he keeps putting on performances like that, I think those mugs might become obsolete. But let's not fool ourselves. It's one game. It's one game. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Right. Hammers Mikey, Carabao Cup draw live. Let's just type it in YouTube. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on here. Right. God, come on, Gary. Pull yourself together. I could go and get the iPad, couldn't I? Yeah, wait there. Be 2 seconds. Yep, got it. Right. Let's have a look. How many minutes we got? We've got 3 minutes. Right, let's set this up. This could be quite good. I hope they don't do a load of that preamble where they talk about it and introduce the people who are drawing it and all that sort of crap. Drives me mad, that does. Come on. Yeah, man. Right, the ad break's on, so I assume they're going to do it when they get back. I got it. Sit it there. It's probably best because it's going to come through quicker on there than YouTube, isn't it? Rice is on the thumbnail for the draw. That's brilliant. I tell you what, they're celebrating Newcastle. They want a trophy. They're the ones that worry me. They're the ones that worry me because they'll be aching for a trophy with all this investment and what happened losing in the final last year to City. Yeah, it's amazing. They do take it for granted. They do take it for granted that that we were going to lose, and I think that's what they were saying. Alan Smith before the game saying Arsenal have got to be favourites, and I was agreeing with him at the time, but no way I expected that. Bloody hell! It took them 20 minutes on the last draw. Really? Yeah, but it's quarter final. It's like 8 games, isn't it? 6 games? 8 games. 8 games. Hello. Mark Holmes, don't want to rain on the parade, but Howe has spent less and less wage bill and doing PSG and United. Yeah. No, look, he's a great manager, right? He's a great manager. Don't want to put Eddie Howe down at all. But having said that, he has got the ability to, if you see what I mean, he's got the ability to attract players that we want and not pay as much money as we would have to get them. They're not quite in the Man City spending league yet, where everyone they buy is a superstar. They're kind of going for the same players that we are. For instance, trying to think of an example. Is it Madison? Is it Madison? that we wanted. It was Madison, wasn't it? I can't remember. But anyway, the player just, choice of West Ham and Newcastle. Look at what they're building there. Player just goes there for a similar or less amount of money than we paid. So, having said that, just imagine if it makes me moist. I've got to be honest. If Moyes was to be brave enough to play that team week in, week out in the Premier League, I don't think that's a team you can plan for, because your defense is going to be fully utilized trying to shut down all the different attacking options we've got. Moyes loves counter-attack. That is quality counter-attack. That is what we actually enjoyed watching when Lingard played for us, for instance, right? Why are they still bloody showing Man United? Oh, they're showing away fans. Oh, the Geordies, the Toon Army. Get off. Can we play Deckers every week? Arteta moaning. Oh, it's a surprise, isn't it? He never moans. Arteta never moans. He's such a bitter, twisted tosspot with huge eyebrows. Yeah, slug eyebrows. Can't stand him. Liverpool will get Paul Val. You know that's coming, right? Harvey Barnes, that's who I was trying to think of. Thank you. Yeah, Harvey Barnes. Again, we were in for him. Newcastle were in for him. Similar amount of money. Sorry about that, Moist. Only speaking the truth. That kind of sexy football does excite me. I was very excited. Even in the first half, I was excited today because I could see the possibilities. I think everyone could, right? Everyone could. You could see the way those front three were trying to link up. And the thing is, that will only get better and better and better. They're all instinctive players. They're all high quality players. And so they're all capable of playing a first time ball. They all did it, right? They all did it. Kudus finding Bowen, Kudus finding Paqueta finding Kudus. And also Paqueta playing the ball in for Bowen. I think for his goal, which was a great goal. You don't get better than that. Whereas if you play Antonio, it's not Antonio's fault because he's an industrious winger, really, not a striker. But like Souček, not the most talented first time, not the most talented footballer. He uses his bulk to hold players off. But he's not, Arteta took liberties and paid the price tonight. Yes, he did. And stopped playing 4 central midfielders, Moyes. It showed tonight that you don't need 4 central midfielders. You just need 2, right? 2 with Paqueta at the top, because that way they can get on with their individual roles. People don't get in each other's way. I do worry that James Ward-Prowse will be back in the team come the weekend. I worry that Zuma will be back in the team at the weekend. Also Antonio, right? He can prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Right, so Middlesbrough. It's gone. Middlesbrough will do. That will do nicely. Thank you very much. Right, tonight, 10:45. Oh, fuck that. What's the time now? That's half an hour. No, I'm not doing the draw. Sod that. That is a long time. They've moved the draw. It's in 12 minutes. Oh, okay. Right, 12 minutes is fine. So I can go through some comments. Right. Put the Greek in the team, Mogs. Yeah. He was amazing tonight, and he is he's kind of statuesque, isn't he? He's like, you can admire him as a physical specimen. The guy's fucking enormous. He's chiseled out of granite. And he was playing against Arsenal, his old club. So I'm sure he was exceptionally motivated for tonight. Good players will respond when they have a little knock. They will respond. Right, so the program starts. They won't get nervous. They won't get nervous in their next game because they've just done a bad one. They'll be twice as determined to do better and impress in the next one. And I hope that's what we're getting with Mavropanos. Right, so program starts at 10:30. Emma's Gary just pissed on me, Chips. Why? Why's that? Why's that, Nick? Good night, Gary. You going to bed early? Stream starts in 21 minutes. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, what do you think Moyes said at half time today? Well, he didn't say what he's been saying in recent weeks, did he? You know, he was I don't know, but they came out and straight away you saw the difference. Bowen was pushing forward. We were opening him up from the off. Well, that's more like it, isn't it? That is more like it. Oh, who's oh, I've got the sniffles. No, no, listen, I don't know. I don't know. Should I stay? What is it? Another 20 minutes? What do you reckon? Keep it going for another 20 minutes. Arteta moaning. Yeah. Diego moaning. Alan Smith moaning. Alan Smith is always miserable. Yeah. I'm so pleased for all those smug Arsenal fans. Arsenal fan TV are probably going off their tits tonight, probably taking the piss, saying they didn't want to win the Carabao Cup anyway because it's beyond them, because they've got bigger fish to fry. They're going to win the Premier League. They're going to win the Champions League as well. Yeah, all right. Of course you are. Of course you are. I think I hope they get found out. I hope they get found out horribly. Nothing can give me more pleasure than seeing Arteta get a bullet. Just when you think Moyes is out, he claws his way back into fans' hearts. I wouldn't say hearts, but if he played like that, that is the weight in my heart. You know what I mean? That is what I want to see, and I'm sure it's what most of you want to see as well. Fulham at home. Yeah, I mean, when you go back at Rice's comments and you say like, "Oh, he's learned to play football since he moved to North London," I'm sure he looks back at that and and cringes. I'm sure he does. If he's got anything about him, he must cringe at his own comments there, because that's just not good, not a bright thing to say, is it? And you've got to say that Deck, he got most of his public appearance stuff right, didn't he? We'll take Fulham home. I'd happily take Fulham home. I'd take Fulham away. We've got a result. We've got a good record there, right? But we're going to get a team we don't want. Chelsea at home certainly taking it down to the ground. I think Liverpool. I want to play Liverpool in a final. Imagine this, right? We could get to the final of the Europa League and the League Cup and play Liverpool in both. What better way to bury the ghost of 2006, where they stole a fucking FA Cup off us, our FA Cup. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget when, Steven Gerrard disrespected the trophy. I don't know if you remember, but I know I'm petty in saying this, but fucking lifted the cup up, that delicate old cup with its little lid on, went like that. Fucking shung it over his head, and the lid flew off. I thought, how uncouth. That's what you expect out of Steven Gerrard, isn't it? Toss. Anyway, what we got here? Captain Morgan's to see you through. Where are we? 22. Oh, we're getting there. Might as well carry on. Right. Stay for another 10 minutes. Don't start. Fuck it. Well, look, I think if I stay for another 10 minutes, then it's only going to be another 5 minutes until the draw, isn't it? And I'm going to want to watch the draw anyway, so I might as well watch it with you, Why does he only pull the performance out of the bag when his job's on the line? Yeah, same as at Fulham last year when he played two up front. Yeah, amazing, Amanda, isn't it? And that's the thing that's so annoying. We know he can do it. We know he can play the way we want him to play, but it's just been bullshit. You know what? I think he probably set out, in my opinion anyway, he probably set out this season to undermine Stuyton and try to demonstrate that the David Moyes brand of football is the greatest brand of football. I think even he has now realised that there's something special about Stuyton and that he can attract this quality of player to our club, right? We've got, we said this earlier in the season as well, so this could turn around and bite us on the arse when we play Brentford, when he reverts to type. But we have got the players to be a very, very good outfit. You just got to use them. If he's meant to be, then we'll get a good draw. Not necessarily. Remember 1980, second division team. We played Villa, riding high. Everton, riding high. Arsenal, riding high. And in the Cup Winners' Cup final, we still won it. Sometimes you've got to do it the hard way. And quarterfinal, semi-final, final, 3 games to go. We've already beat Arsenal, right? City are out. You're not going to win this without playing the good sides and beating the good sides, unless we're very, very lucky. I would like a nice, easy way through. I'd like to see Port Vale knock Liverpool out or something like that. Can we call, pulling in line, Mavropanos, unreal. Yes, he was. And Kadusha start. Yeah, I think that's my takeaway for tonight. Mavropanos replaces Zuma in his natural position. I don't care that Zuma's the captain. Really, in his physical state, he shouldn't have been made the captain, should he? He shouldn't have been made the captain. I do love Zuma. I genuinely do. But he's broken. He's genuinely broken. You can see when he's running. He's in pain all the time, right? So I feel sorry for him, Stay and dance for us. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I am dancing. Don't want to see me dance. I will straight after the draw. Troops, what's Troops said? Troops having a meltdown, yeah. Has he got his own YouTube channel now? Troops TV? No. People actually fucking watch him as the no. Oh God, what a twat. Is that the guy who said a little while ago, why do you support these teams? They've done nothing. And what's his name? The guy who hosts it pulled him up on it. Just don't get football. Don't get football supporters. Right, 10:45. Where are we? 22:26. We're nearly there. 19 minutes to go. Surely it's going to start earlier than that. Right. Are we kicking the can down the road, boys? Yeah, but I think we'd already kind of accepted that Moyes was staying until the summer anyway. So I'd rather see us do something than not. And if after seeing this and after seeing the performance we put in at Brighton and some of the other performances we put in earlier in the season, but they're the 2 standout ones, right? Where the reins were taken off and we were allowed to exercise a bit of flair and get forward with freedom. You remember some of those finishes, right? Some of those goals that we scored in those early games were fantastic, clinical. And tonight we were clinical. It does help though when you've got players of the other teams. Arsenal, right? They look at our front line. Bowen is a danger. Paqueta is world class. You know that Kudus is kind of heading that way as well, right? They look at that and think we're a proper team. We're a proper team, and they'll take the piss out of us over this. You know they will. But who cares? Who cares? They are the new Tottenham, which means that I don't think when we play. Nick said this a little while ago, and I played it. I took the piss out of him, but I think he was right. He was right that whenever we play Arsenal now, over the shit they've given us, because we've always been friendly with Arsenal, right? I've got family who support Arsenal. Never had a problem with Arsenal, but they took it upon themselves to take the fucking piss out of us, and so that's created a bit of hostility. And so I think now when we play Arsenal, it's gonna be like when we play Tottenham. And so they're not going to get their own way like they always have done. At least I hope not. Tonight wasn't as good as Leroy Rossini in the 89th minute at Highbury. Well, yeah, that was good. And also Mike Small. Mike Small 1-0. Top corner. Was crap after that, wasn't he? Talking about Mike Small for England after he scored that goal. Take Fulham from behind. Keith plays this team, and it's a year from me. Keep playing this team? Yeah, of course. We're not that fucking set in our ways, and this just goes to show we don't hate Moyes, and this ain't just about the win; it's about the style of football. That is entertainment what we saw tonight, and so yeah, I'm not gonna. Paqueta had his Gerrard moment. When was that? What? Last week was that? Last week. Gerrard moment. I'm thinking of 2 Gerrard moments. Scoring that fucking goal in the cup final and that one where he passed the ball back to the Chelsea player, to our ex-Demba Ba, to score the goal to concede the title for Liverpool. The 2, 2006 and 1981. Yes, we owe them twice. 1981 hurt. Actually, even though I wasn't there, I was, and it wasn't even live on telly, if you remember. Strangely, in those days, only the replay was live on telly. Right, we had to wait for the highlights to be on Saturday night. but I was listening to it on the radio, and it was I loved listening to football on the radio back then. 2006 hurt. It hurt a lot because me and Nick were both there, and yeah, we thought we'd won it. We thought we'd won it, and it was so sad. It was so sad to have that fucker take it away from us in the last minute. And when it went to penalties, we just knew what was coming, didn't we? But yeah, wouldn't it be just amazing, just the best thing ever to play Liverpool in a final and actually beat them. See, I'm starting to believe what I said was nonsense the other night, right? And you think Nick changes positions quite easily. I said the other night, if we're going to win a cup, forget about it, right? Now I'm all excited again. I'm all excited. And I'm excited for Europe as well, you know? Yeah. Can you imagine Moyes in a final against Liverpool? Well, the thing is, if he was to just swallow his pride and play with a team that's capable of opening anybody up, that tonight, I'll add Liverpool to the list as well. Liverpool would hate to play that team tonight. Don't you think? Especially if we win both finals. Well, it's stuff of dreams. See, that would actually be, how can it be better than Prague? Because it was 43 years. How can it be better than Prague? But I'll tell you what, it would be. It would be. Going to Dublin and beating Liverpool in the Europa League final. Going to Wembley and beating Liverpool in the League Cup final. I was listening to a Liverpool fan calling into, because did they get to a load of finals last year or something and lost them all? Can't remember. But they just expect it. They expect it. They're conditions to it to expect it. And it's nice when another team comes along and Carrick to come to London Stadium. Yeah, Gary. It's Middlesbrough, right? Middlesbrough. So every possibility. That would be nice. It would be nice to see him. Yeah. Oh, it made you a West Ham fan, Carpy999. Funny name. Well, used to love Leroy, didn't you? Leroy. He was a proper cult hero, you know. Good finisher. I always remember that game against, was it Nottingham Forest? I think we drew 3-0 and he did a diving header, Leroy. I think David Kelly scored 2 and he scored the equaliser, right? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But and Brian Clough complained, I think, in the paper the next day because it was a good Nottingham Forest side. The following day he complained because I don't know, their bus was delayed or something like that. I don't know, fucking strange things you remember. But we get battered in every game. Liverpool are a class above us at the moment. See, on that form tonight with that team, I don't think they are. I don't think there's any team that we would have to necessarily fear unless we play the Moyes ball style, right? But if we go at teams, that team can compete with anyone, I'm telling you. Or maybe Man City. Apart from maybe Man City, because then when they're on song, there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, what's happening? Eddie Howe. Fucking hell, they're dragging this out, aren't they? Bloody hell. So anyway, it is 22:32. So by my calculations, there are 30 minutes to go. Did Bowen deliberately snub Rice at the end of the match? Hope so. Doubt it though. They're mates, aren't they? Can't have a call in, Mark, because Nick has the technology. It's in his house. Games will be played on the 18th of December. Ooh, Christmas. Celebrating a semi-final at Christmas. And then the FA Cup starts in January, doesn't it? So looking forward to that. Man, you could be looking for a new manager, of course. Take Moisey back. Yeah. Ah. But anyway, I'm not gonna go on about Moisey. Everything positive about Dave tonight, cuddly character that he is. Good old Scottish Dave. John, the better final to beat Liverpool would be in Europe in Dublin. Well, look, I'll take either. But yeah, clearly. Imagine winning the Europa League. Oh, I'd love that. Alex Bailey, can't blame him, Gary. He's never been known for his fucking brains. Who's that? I don't. I've probably lost the thread. I've probably lost the thread. Moyes said Zuma injured. Good. I wouldn't usually say that. You know, there was a time last season when Zuma getting injured, like, you know, when he had to go off in the final. That was terrifying, wasn't it? That was terrifying. We conceded shortly after, didn't we? Hope Liverpool draw, Newcastle and Chelsea draw. Yeah, that'd be good. I think if we could have Everton again and play them with that formation today, we don't lose to Everton. No way. You do not go into games like Everton, sit back and don't attack them, right? You just don't. Just go for them. What's the harm? What's the harm? I'd rather go for them, play football, and get beat 2-0 than what happened on Saturday, or Sunday, which was just not compete, right? And that's why I didn't go to the game tonight. I gave me tickets to John because I couldn't. I thought that's what was going to happen. Bit sick about it now, must be honest. But might be a start of a trend. We couldn't play like that on Sunday. That was a game. That was a waste of a game. Yeah, exactly what I just said. Absolutely. 28% possession. What's that tonight? Was that 28% possession? Honestly, possession means nothing. I don't care about possession, honestly. It's the counter-attack, the pace, the speed of counter-attack. Been saying it all season. You put pace in the counter-attack and people who can control the ball under pressure and pick out a pass. You remember that? That move early on in the game tonight where Kudus receives the ball, without even looking, he knows where Paqueta is, plays it to Paqueta, and then Paqueta knows where Bowen is. Bowen makes a run and he overhits the pass, but they're on the same wavelength, you see. And that's where it's like when you add Antonio into that equation, he's nowhere near the same wavelength. And like Souček as well, but then again, Souček did a great job today. Much better in the second half. I thought first half was a hard watch. Yeah, hard watch, but I strangely enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching the centre two at the back. Mavropanos, I thought was delightful, and as was Aguerd. Some much needed credit for Aguerd, and yeah, I was really happy every time we went forward. Every time I could see Bowen stretch their defence and link up with Kudus and Paqueta. Done it for me. The Pearl Diver, yes. Tim Stein, the Pearl Diver, with his private jet, landing in a place near you soon and taking your manager. Wonder who that'll be. Wonder who it'll be. Who it'll be. I think there is a list, a reputed list of course he's got a list. He knows who we're going to go for already, Liverpool need payback. Not getting it. The draw is on Emma's chat. If you go, yeah, all right, I'll nip over there and watch it. Yeah. Did we look more of a threat up front without Antonio? Fucking definitely. I mean, my God, we were brilliant up front. Best this season, I would say. Apart from maybe Brighton, but the defence was suspect at Brighton, wasn't it? Young Mabama, bit gutted that he didn't get a look in, but in hindsight, I'll take a 3-1 win over Arsenal and not moan about Mabama for tonight, right? I do feel sorry for the kid, though. I really do. You bring in top right back, new left winger to rotate with Benny. We easily have a top 6 team. I agree, I agree. If you plug it into that team from tonight, let's see how this evolves because Moyes has got his first 11. He only changed out 2 last week, didn't he? Because Emerson was enforced and Kudus came in for Souček, which was the right move. Yeah, I never thought he'd do it. I was delighted to be proven wrong. So yeah, how long we got? 7 minutes, which is what I thought we had all those minutes ago. Nearly there, people. Yeah, but I agree with you. That could be a top 6 team without a shadow of doubt, but only if you play the right brand of football. Because that selection of players, right? If you put them in a defensive formation and tell them to defend, they're not going to be able to. But I think, as far as resilience, defensive resilience goes, which is what Moyes craves, Mavropanos, Aguerd, and a new right back and Emerson, I think they potentially could sit deep with Alvarez and Souček in front of them protecting them. I think they could sit deep and shut a game out. We can't do it with Zuma though. And yeah, I've been slugging off Soufal last couple of weeks. It never occurred to me that Zuma might be the problem. I did start to suspect it. He had a couple of bad games, but I think that's what's so refreshing tonight. Peter Mulborough, that own goal from Ben White was priceless. That's what you get for using cheap hair dye home kit. I wonder if he does. I think he does, doesn't he? He does. Tight get. Probably got a stack of Lambos outside. Ferraris a lot. Fuck them all. We'll take anyone on. We're massive. We are back to being massive tonight, which will be the closing theme tune of this show. Bruno Fernandes and Rice on the thumbnail. Yeah. Brilliant. 90% of Arsenal's possession was dead. We had the 5 best chances of the game. Yes, we did. And that's where possession is irrelevant. Because look at all the possession we had against Everton. They let us have the ball. We just played it around in front of them, side to side to side to side. We had 60-odd% possession. Everton were content with that. Hit us on the break. Bang. Easy. Artem Mabama wasn't even on the bench tonight. Yeah. Sad. Really sad, Amanda. Not good. I think Moyes would like to start season playing better football. Doesn't know how to do it. It puts us in the relegation zone last season, but with new coaches and these players, maybe it can work this time. Yeah, maybe. Look, you know me and Nick and everything. We do get excited when we win. I'm trying to stop myself going overboard, but I know quality when I see it, and I saw a lot of quality out there tonight, including this man Alvarez. Love to see him made captain. I would love it. Right. The cat doesn't love Zuma. No, he don't. This is perhaps long-term karma for the cat, from the cat. Yeah. Zuma shouldn't go over the halfway line. He really does. I mean, it takes him fucking half hour to get there. I've seen the way he runs. Poor guy looks in agony all the time. He really does. Arsenal not won any major trophy for 20 years, so pointless referencing it. Yes, they won a couple of FA Cups with 5+ years between them, which anyone could do apart from us. But that is accepted to be the norm for a club like Arsenal. They don't even comment on it. I think, wasn't it Wenger? This shows how spoilt they were and what their expectations were like and what they thought of themselves. I think he won 3 FA Cups in a row, didn't he? And they wanted him out. And I think that's when he got out. Amaz89 sticking to his guns. Moyes still out in Barcham. Who do we fancy next? Yeah, good question. Listen, I'm going to... I've got loads and loads of comments. I'm going to come down to the bottom of the comments. There's so many. I'm way behind. I talk too much. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Mark Cox just been on Arsenal TV. They're calling for Arteta out. Fantastic. That is brilliant. Fabianski too slow and static to watch. Watch him off the ball. Always yelling different. Yeah. Look, he's a cup keeper. Same as Areola was a cup keeper last year. So he's got to play. What we got? I love the Banteries channel. Yeah, that's why we exist. Right, Amaz89. Yeah, so where we got? Zuma, 42, 3 minutes to go. What is Ten Hag doing on my screen now? Fuck's sake. Liverpool only just got past Bournemouth. They probably played, I'm guessing they probably played a weakened team. That's what Kloppy does, isn't it, in this tournament? I don't think they get to the final of the League Cup very often. Don't think they do. Looking through the comments. Draw a bit. No, sure. They're interviewing Ten Hag again. Fucking hell. How many times do you want to ask him how it felt to lose your job, which is what he's going to lose very, very soon. Now, this is something I don't understand. XG, expected goals, isn't it? We had XG of 0.41 and scored 3. Stats. 9 out of 10 stats are rubbish. Right, let's go down to the bottom again because that's what happens. Right. Ten Hag, he does look like the villain from James Bond. That's funny you should say that. I was thinking a similar thing myself. Right. Where are we going? Would we swap Moyes for Ten Hag? 11 Hag. Yeah. Not on tonight. No. But I'm not going to change me tune that quickly. He needs to properly win me over. And I do fear that Ming the Merciless. Emperor Ming from Flash Gordon. Yeah. He's probably talking bollocks as usual. Well, I haven't got the sound turned up, but he looks like he's talking bollocks. If I could read his lips. Yeah, he's talking bollocks. Yeah. Idiot. Come on. 22:44, right? This is supposed to fucking start in 1 minute, and I hope it does. You know, I've padded this out. Been quite good actually, going through the comments. You know what's good about doing these shows? I've only done one before on my own. I did one after a game once before. There's no noise in your ears. You know, because when you're doing a show with other people, it's just like constant. You know what our shows are like the one on Sunday, everyone's talking over each other, talking at the same time. It's actually nice and peaceful doing this. Right. Great win. Teabag in. Moyes out. Coming you irons. Yeah. Man United, no longer a big club. They're enormous. Right. And they'll keep on being enormous, and they'll keep on finishing in the top 6, maybe occasionally the top 4. But yeah, there's something wrong there, isn't there? There's something wrong. Now they've got that new investment from the supporter. What's his name? Apparently, he made that investment so that he could have a say in how things are run. Yeah, we'll see. Because I think that's kind of like imagine if David Sullivan said, "Yeah, Kretinsky, come along, make an investment. I'll let you have your say." Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the majority shareholder that calls the shots. It ain't the minority shareholder. Right. Right. You should never apologise for being happy about us winning a game. No, especially against Arsenal. How many fucking games have we seen us get turned over by Arsenal, even when we are good and they're crap? Right? They always find a way of beating us. So I really hope this is true. So I'm sick of it, you know. I'm sick of it. In WhatsApp, you know, like people sending me, you know, because they've taken Deck right to their heart and they singing Rice Baby and stuff like that, and you know, getting sent memes and fucking little lovely pictures of Deck and how happy he is, and he's like, yeah, look, I don't wish any ill on Deck. Oh, Andy Cole's talking about our fucking Man United loss now. Get on with a draw. Right. Must be nearly there. It's good to stalk. I've been reading those comments go through. Imagine Antonio up front for the Aguerd ball. How would he have brought that down? That had gone out for a corner. No, sorry, a goal kick. Yeah. Or a throw-in. Yeah, probably a throw-in. Or maybe he would have hit it first time and it would have gone out for a throw-in on the other side. Yeah, maybe. Not his fault. Not his fault. Cat Weasel, that is Ten Hag, yes. Port Vale at home, that would be nice. Will Still or Alonso next manager, not Potter? See, I'm a bit cold on Potter. I am. I know he did it at Brighton, but you know what they do at Brighton? They put that whole infrastructure in place and then they just get a coach. They plug the coach in. They do all the signings using their analytics to select the players. The manager has to use the signings that are provided for him and play in a certain way. They come in to operate the machine. They're a machine operator. De Zerbi is a bit more than that. He's special. But you could say that you know, it's really funny the way Potter joined Chelsea. They took the money from Chelsea, and then literally De Zerbi was in post almost immediately. That's the way to run a football club, isn't it? And I suspect that is what will happen with us, right? Come the end of the season, Moyes will depart. Hopefully, you know, depart. Oh, if he played like this for the rest of the season, depart a hero. If he won a cup, he'd probably get another season. But if we play football like this, I don't care. I don't care, because I think what he's done is I think he's set out to embarrass and undermine Stein. I think even now the thickest, most obstinate character, or the most, he's not thick, but the most obstinate, bad-natured character like Moyes must realise deep down that he's dealing with a top professional here who's giving him the tools to look fucking good, right, and achieve. Now, why would you resent that? And maybe it clicked. Won't count me chickens, though. Right, let's do the double over them first. Arteta out. Yeah, I want to beat him in the league. Yes. The balls are not even out yet. Who they interviewing now? Who the fuck is this? Bloody hell. Oh, they're sitting in the studio still mulling it over. When Man United lose, honestly, it's very likely, because I didn't watch the programme. I was out in my shed doing some stuff earlier. But I've had it on my iPad, just watching it as I've been doing stuff. So I didn't watch much of the build-up. But Did they have a load of Man United talk in the build up to our game? I bet they did, because that's what they usually do, right? Ah, what's this? What's this? Only just managed to jump on here. Got to go back to the beginning. Oh, don't go back to the beginning. It's nearly the draw. Right. Blaming his socks again. So tight. He's in Fergie time. We are in Fergie time here. It's going on for ages. Bloody hell. Knackered. 4 minutes over. When is it starting? The slowest draw. The slowest draw anyone's ever seen. No, warming up. Oh, no, they're talking about Man United's next 6 fixtures, for fuck's sake. Really? I hope my iPad's got battery. That'd be typical, wouldn't it? 28%. Plenty of battery, yeah. Starting teams are up. Big Ball's not out of microwave yet. It's definitely on his channel, isn't it? The Sky Sports 1 main event live channel, isn't it? Gary, would you eat an iron brew bar off Moyes' feet after tonight? No, I'm not as desperate as Nick. It's funny though. Nick's got to wear that Moyes Eye t-shirt. Innit? Love that. Darren Bent, yeah, the cocky gooner. He is, isn't he? 30 minutes talking about Man U. Yeah. Even when they lose, even when they're crap. Oh, it just amazes me. It's like Man United TV. They're still going on. I remember when we were wicked in COVID, we went 3-0 up at half time and they still brought you back for a draw. Yes. That is when we were good and they were crap. That is exactly what I was talking about, Alex. That game was painful, wasn't it? If this group of players can play like this under Moyes, imagine what they could achieve under Alonso. Oh, well, yeah. Absolutely true. Alan Smith is a melt. He is indeed. He said so many things that wound me up tonight. Like Nick alluded to earlier, he always follows up a positive with a negative. He always takes the credit away after immediately handing it out. Idiot. Can't stand the bloke. He's so biased. And why do they always put, when we play Liverpool, they've always got Jamie Carragher as co-commentator. And why, when we play Arsenal, Alan Smith? Why do they have to do that? Why can't they get someone who's, I don't know, normal? Moyes' drink your special brew, and I'll be dancing to I will walk 500 miles. Yeah, brilliant. Gently caress the like button. Oh, nice. It'd be nice if you could all gently caress the like button. Good point, Billy Bob. Danny Sweatman from Stratford. I've missed a conversation there. Deck looks heartbroken, leaving the pitch. The booing got to him. It wasn't heavy booing. Surely Deck can see it for what it is. Football's tribal. Didn't expect to go and play for another London. Oh, the draw's coming. It's on. Yes. He didn't seriously expect to go and play for another London club and not face, get universal adoration from 62,000 inside the London's 62,154, huge crowd inside the ground tonight, because that would be just naive. I reckon listening to it, they're probably, what do you reckon, couple of thousand booing? Right, I'm going to go to the bottom of the balls are out. That's right, balls out. Smash the like button, indeed, Steve. Sky Sports love there. Sly 60. Yes, they do. Oh, now we've got a fucking ad break. I'm sure it's going to happen when it comes back. It's going to happen. Right. Okay. Wilburn. I remember watching City relegate Man United on TV. Oh yeah, was that the mid 70s, wasn't it? Mid 70s when they got relegated, wasn't it? Dennis Law, who scored for Man City against Man United, backheeled the ball into the net. I think. Again, I wasn't watching football at the time, but I've seen replays of it. I was only about 5, 6. Moyes in and Moyes out is fair, but everyone should be enjoying a great win. Absolutely, they should. We all want the same thing, right? We want to see West Ham win, and even when we play shit football and win, that's the only reason. That's the only way we will accept shit football. Right? Right. Just shows the media Man United bias. Yeah, it's Man United TV, isn't it? Like VAR is a Man U service, isn't it? Delivered in association with Manchester United. Liverpool, hot ball, West Ham, cold ball. Vale, please. Yes. Come you Spurs. What? David. What are you doing in here? Right. Dennis Law Backhill. That's right. So I was right. Yeah, it's funny. After all those years being like the star striker for Man United, he goes to Man City and scores the goal that relegates Man United. Amazing, really. Must have been quite hurtful. Amazon 89, Gary, do you think Moyes will watch Braveheart tonight when Iron Brew and a haggis sandwich? Absolutely he will. Yes, 100%. 100% Amazon 89. Fuck off, you Spurs. Exactly. Well said, Craven. Dennis Law, yeah, didn't celebrate because it was Man U before City. Yep. Think we all know it's going to be Liverpool, says Ian. Nah, be positive, Ian. Be positive. Come on. We've got to send positive vibes to that ball bag, that ball sack, right? Who's picking? Who's picking the balls? Rice is upset not because of the boo, but released that he keeps losing chances to win trophies. Still only one. The only one he's won is with us. Did win the Charity Shield though, same as Moyes. Same. He's got the same trophy collection as Moyes. 1 Charity Shield, 1 Conference League. Right. Pull a Mooney? Nah, that ain't happening, is it? Beating Liverpool in the final is revenge porn. Yes, it is. Sully should threaten to sack Moyes every week. Yeah, I'd vote for that. Yeah. Jobs on the line, Dave. Is the list of your replacements. Draw on in a bit. Yeah, once this fucking the longest ever ad break you've ever seen, and now another advertisement showing Liverpool, Spurs, Man United, Man City ladies, and here we go, bottom end, West Brom, Celtic. They've put a few sort of normal teams down the end. Right, so I have mixed feelings because it takes the pressure off Moyes. Nah, you got to be happy. Got to be happy, mate. Got a beautiful game of football and thumping Arsenal with delight. That's what the players shout freedom. Yeah. I think that's what they experienced tonight for the first time in a long time. Oh, it's coming on. Here we go. Who you fancy? Anybody at home, Mark? What ballsack? You know what ballsack I'm talking about, right? Oh yeah. I remember that Leeds Chelsea Cup final. That was when. Oh fucking hell! No! You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking when Kevin Keegan had a punch up. So he was Liverpool, had a punch up with a Leeds player, the little one with no neck. But yeah, I do remember that Chelsea Leeds Cup final. Yeah, absolutely. They're playing the replay of the West Ham game now. Nice. Great corner by Bowen. Great header from their defender. I think Bowen meant that. It killed him at the last minute, didn't it? He said it. He should get an assist. Does he get an assist for that? Might be an urban myth that Law got relegated Man U. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I didn't know. Andy Cole and the Bird are doing the. Oh, are they? Right. Okay. Don't know who she is. I'm gonna have to have a look. Hopefully, Rod Stewart. Thought you were going to bed 45 minutes ago. Well, I was, wasn't I? Before Sky talked about Man United for half an hour. Don't remind me. Port Vale at home, please. Yeah, come on. Give us a good draw. Give us a lovely draw. And if you can't give us a lovely draw, anyone at home. Just not away to Liverpool, please. That is a place we don't win. Rupert, I did say last week, Gary, about Soufal being affected by slow Zuma. Yeah, you know what it's like. I was saying the same about Soufal for weeks. I was saying the same about Aguerd for weeks, and I didn't consider the common denominator. Right. So yeah, you were right. So yeah, all about opinions, isn't it? Sometimes, very often, mine are wrong. Andy Cole is still shagging Teddy Sheringham. Ooh. What midfield is playing on Saturday? The same. Is it Saturday or Sunday? I don't know. But anyway, the same midfield that played today. Yes. Sly Sports breaking news. The ball machine is broken. It probably is. This is going to be the longest show ever, you know that. We've been on for 1.5 hours already. I only came on to talk to Nick for 10 minutes. Now look what's happened. Right. Strident found many pearls. Give Moyes a pearl necklace. Mark Holmes, Spurs are no longer our enemy. It's a, you know what? Spurs are not the original sort of Spurs from all those years ago. They've still got some tosses, but they're not the same, are they? They're not the same. I don't. Yeah, it's funny you should say that because I don't really hate Spurs as much as I used to. And they're playing that lovely football now. And Postecoglou, you can't really hate him, can you? You got to like the bloke. He's very likable. But Arsenal are piss takers. And that is what Spurs used to be. And to me, that is what makes someone an enemy, is the piss taking. Hate it. Oh, Jared Bowen with his broken eye is now being interviewed. Stitches. War wound. I love that. When he came back on with blood streaming down his face. Well, man. 7 years he's got here. Always enjoyable putting one of the tourists to bed. Yep. The tourist 6. It's David Moyes. I don't resent looking at him tonight. Can't hear what he's saying, but you know, I've never conflicted when West Ham win. Exactly. Who's Stuyden? You know who that is. You know who he alluded to. Tim Stuyden. That's what you call a punch-up. Yeah, Billy Bremner. Yeah, Billy Bremner, that's right. And it was, yeah, Johnny Giles gives Keegan a write-up. Yeah. That was funny, wasn't it? Yeah. Hope we can go on a good run now. John Hicks. Yeah, I hope so as well. Who's the best draw? I don't know. Ecstatic beating them, yes. BBC complained about Sky. Fucking they've got fucking Arteta on it now. He's only going to moan. I hate that bloke. He's got cross eyes, hasn't he? He's got cross eyes. He's only going to poke him in the head. Constantly moans and moans and moans. Oh. It's funny, though, that Arsenal Fan TV are calling for his head, or Troops TV calling for his head. That would be funny. So funny. Couldn't believe Jonathan Pearce on Radio 5 couldn't believe 41 was getting booed. Yeah. Come on, Jonathan. You know West Ham. Wise up, mate. It was a handful of people. I reckon out of that 62,000 crowds, probably 3,000, 2,000. Right? 2,000? Hot and cold balls, I'm telling you. It'll be fixed for Newcastle. Yeah. It could be, actually. It could be. There is a scientific way of doing that. There is. I don't know what it is, but maybe it is hot and cold. Nick, fuck off. Fucking keep it going, Gary. No wonder. You saw this coming. I bet you checked the time that this was going to be on, right? You said, I've got to go and do something. Yeah. It's fucking 11:02. 11:02. Right? When did I start this? Can't remember. It's all distant memory. Round 4 results. Before we surely go into the draw. How much my iPad got left? 24%. Plenty of time. Right. Good suggestion to go and get my iPad, by the way. It's been much easier watching this, albeit frustrating. Here we go. Who is that young lady there? What, is that one of the footballers? I don't know. Right, we're ball number 8. Liverpool number 3. Newcastle number 7. So look out for those 3. Liverpool number 3. Newcastle 7. West Ham 8. So I want 8 to be at home. Do us a favour, Andy Cole. I know we stopped you winning the league. And you don't really owe us. But whoever she is, I don't know who she is. Number 5, Everton at home 2. Here we go. No Andy. Not number 8. No. 6. Nice. Not us. Everton v Fulham. That's all right. One of them 2 will go out. Average game. That's a crappy game, isn't it? That is like the pits of the quarterfinal draw. That is. Number 4 at home. Who are they? I want Chelsea away would be all right. I want Chelsea away don't bother me. Number 1. Number 7. Oh, they got Newcastle on it. Chelsea v Newcastle. I called that earlier. Chelsea v Newcastle. That's good. One of them are going out. Yay. I reckon Chelsea will beat Newcastle. Number 2. Port Vale. Come on. Number 8. Come on, Andy. Give it to us, Andy. If this ain't West Ham, we're playing Liverpool. You fucker. You absolute fucker. Now, pull number 8 out first. Oh, it's going to be Liverpool away, isn't it? The draw that I just didn't want. Yep, Liverpool away. Fucking Liverpool away. The one we didn't want. Oh, well. We've got to do it the hard way, haven't we? We've got to do it the hard way. Tonight was the hard way. That'll be the hard way as well. We've got to go and turn them over. Let's be upbeat. We beat them now. We don't have to beat them in the final. Come on, you irons. This has been a long show. Thank you all for bearing with me. That is a shit draw, but let's be upbeat. We're going to go to Scousland. We're going to beat Liverpool. We're going to turn them over. Honestly. Thank you all for your company. I was going to do a ramble tomorrow, but honestly, I can't face it now. I've got nothing to talk about. I've blown it all out. See you soon. Good night. I'm going to get some sleep. Come on, you irons.